I was playing Pokemon recently, and I was, completing the National Pokedex, and I realized something. Well, how many Pokemon are there now? Like about 718 or something? I realized that a lot of them I completely forgot about. And it's not just because I haven't played those generations, or haven't seen those Pokemon in a long time. I realize it's because those Pokemon are just very forgettable and not very popular in general. So I thought I would make a list. I'm going to make a video about the top 12 most forgettable Pokemon. Now there's a few rules for this countdown. First of all, each Pokemon family, like example Pikachu, Raichu, that's like one family, that counts as one thing on the list. That's not, I didn't put any Pokemon from Pokemon X and Y because, well, I figured that they haven't been out long enough for anybody to forget about them just yet. But who knows, maybe one day they'll fade off into obscurity. Okay, so let's get this list started. Kicking off number 12, we have Tangela. Most early Pokemon fans will probably disagree with me on this one, but that's why he's the only Generation 1 Pokemon that I put on this list. Tangela isn't that unforgettable, but when you think of all the Generation 1 Pokemon, the original 151, Tangela just seems the most like meh to me. I was gonna put Farfetch'd, but even he is more, I think, well known to most people than Tangela. I remember in Generation 1 never ever using this thing because, I don't know, in my opinion it just sucked. There were way better grass Pokemon to choose from. And this thing didn't even evolve either. It wasn't until Generation 4 that it got an evolution with Tangrowth. So Tangrowth actually boosted its popularity a bit, I think, because more people actually use Tangrowth in competitive battling. But I have very fond memories of all the original 151 Pokemon, so that's why Tangela is only number 12 on the list. For number 11 I put Chimecho, and I'll throw in Chingling in there too since they're evolutions. Mainly because I never really owned a Chingling, and the only thing I remember about Chimecho is just trying for a long time to catch them back in Ruby and Sapphire. Other than that, I don't remember anything about them other than that. I mean, is Chimecho even a good Pokemon? I have no idea. I've never seen anybody use them or anything, so that's why I forgot about Chimecho. When I first saw Rhyperior, I thought, why would they do this? Especially since Rhydon was such a cool Pokemon. I didn't think he needed an evolution, but I don't mind that they gave him one. It's just, he doesn't look anything like the other two. It just doesn't seem like it's... I don't know. Anyway, I guess I must have just shut this thing right out of my memory, because when I was completing my Pokedex in X and Y, I thought, oh yeah, that's right, Rhydon evolves. Now Rhyperior is not a bad Pokemon. I just don't like the design, to be honest. I think that the fact that he has holes in his hands is pretty stupid. He's an evolution that I really wish I could forget. Next up on the list is Chinchou and Lantern. Now this is really weird because I don't know why I forgot about these two, especially Lantern, but you think because they have a really cool unique electric water typing that they would be more noticeable, but I don't know. Also, what's up with Chinchu's eyes? I forgot that this thing existed and I want to keep it that way, so I'm not going to talk about it, okay? Okay. Next up is Shieldon and Bastiodon. Now this is more of a personal choice to put this on the list because I've never used it. I've never seen anybody use it. That doesn't mean people don't have this Pokemon or they don't choose this fossil. I've just never personally had anything to do with this Pokemon. And I mean, out of all the fossil Pokemon, this one stands out the least, I think. Shieldon's pretty cute though, bruh. Hey kid, what's your favorite Pokemon? Mine's Surskit! What the is a Surskit? It's exactly what you would say if somebody told you that, because what the hell is a Surskit and what the hell is a Masquerain? These things are probably the most useless Pokemon I've ever seen, ever.
Qwilfish is a pretty cool Pokemon, but nothing really stands out when you think about it. I mean, he just looks like a normal pufferfish. Other than his tail on his back, he would just be no different than a Pokeball or something. He doesn't evolve, so that doesn't help his case. They need to give Qwilfish an evolution. That would make him more relevant, I think. Next up is Maractus. Now Maractus is a pretty dumb looking thing. We already have a cactus Pokemon, why did we need another? You find Maractus in Black and White in the desert area. I forget what it's called. Oh yeah, the Desert Resort. The only thing that can make this Pokemon any worse is the fact that it doesn't have an evolution. Like, what were they thinking, adding another non-evolution Pokemon into the game? One that nobody's gonna use. I mean, his stats are pretty terrible too. Maybe he has potential if he gets a Mega Evolution, but I don't see that happening at all. I do like the way he dances around though, it's pretty cool. That's so pretty cool. Pokemon has a plethora of butterfly moth-type Pokemon. There's Butterfree, Dustox, Beautifly, Venomoth, what is his name, Vivillon, Volcarona. I mean, they're all pretty cool and unique in their own way, you know? They're all pretty badass. What, you're telling me there's another moth? I'm pretty sure there's not. Next on the list is Elgyem and Behem. They're supposed to be like aliens or something, but they suck. They really suck. Now they're mostly for, you know, double battles, triple battles, that sort of thing. They do have one thing going for them though, and that's the fact that they're the only Pokemon that actually look like aliens. Deoxys is an alien, but he doesn't really look like one. Let's be honest. And Clefairy, just no. He looks like he's wearing a trench coat. Finneon and Luminion. Absolutely the most bland looking Pokemon ever. Why did Game Freak even make these Pokemon? Their design is just, they look like normal fish. Most people watching this video probably don't even know who this Pokemon is. It's that forgettable. They should give this thing a Mega Evolution just because it's so, you know, forgettable. Maybe then people will remember Luminion. Thanks for watching Smashed Entertainment, guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.